All right, so that was a big announcement, right? That was a lot. What if I told you I'm not done? Remember I told you there was a part of this announcement that there's not a single one of you who would have guessed that this is what's happening today. There is a really, really big, because remember I said there is big news, but there's also a big launch. So as part of this big, scary thing that has been like a supreme amount of stress, there's obviously costs that come with moving, and especially when you're trying to move 87 spiders in a basement, clown. So thank you so much for hopping in the tip jar Sky Basement Fund, and also Ghost, and also Test donation. Thank you. And so I wanted to find a way to honor our time together here for these last 5 years and all of the things that we've been able to do. I wanted to give you a really cool opportunity to get something for being so supportive, because it's really hard for me to ask for help. I don't know, it's like a pretty big personality trait that I think a lot of you have picked up on in the last few years. Asking for help is not my strong suit. But I know that we're gonna be having a lot of unforeseen expenses, as has been the story of my life for the last year. So I want you to know that we're launching an auction right now. So I just have this real quick thing to show you. And maybe this real quick thing that I have to show you is maybe two things. So I may or may not be auctioning off a ton of original art pieces, as well as props and costumes from a bunch of our music videos. So I thought maybe instead of these things just going into boxes as I've been packing things, maybe I can give them to somebody who would like them, and that they wouldn't be on a box, and maybe they could be on a wall instead. And I may or may not have put together two different auction links, one for original art pieces and one for a bunch of things from the things that we have made together. I've included the shipping, like estimated shipping internationally, in the costs that are here now. But we have over here 16 different original art pieces for sale. Auction for the month of April. The auction is going to close on our last stream day, so we'll be able to announce all the winners of these pieces on Tuesday, April 29th. I'm going to be putting these into little shipping containers with cards to you and sending these out and hoping that they bring you all some joy. And this is all going to go towards our moving costs to move from the basement to the attic. You would think it's just up a flight of a couple of stairs, but it's a little bit more than that. So we've included in here some of the watercolors that we've made on stream together, some that I've made and we've turned into merch, or some that we've shared just on Patreon before, but these are the original copies of those. There's a bunch of the fluid acrylics that we've made, including like the 7 years original that we turned into the single cover, and a whole bunch of those that we've made with our patrons choosing all of the colors. So these are the original pours, they're not prints. All of these are the actual original canvas that we'll be mailing out to you. So there's 16 of these up in this link. Basement Streamfest Cryptid, thank you so much for the tip. Thank you, Lambrix, thank you. Thank you so much for the tip. So we have all these art pieces here, and there's a secondary link that's also props from all of the different videos. and some are from shows. And so these are things that like have an extreme emotional value to me. So this was not an easy decision as well, but it also just feels like the right time, right? Like we're moving into a new chapter, and so it's time for me to let go of things that have been, goodness. Oh, stop crying. That have been sitting in boxes, and things that can help us to be able to move into this new chapter with a little bit less stress. So, breathing. So these are the actual pieces from the videos, things that were worn. The falling into place jacket that everybody liked, the riot red one, the invader crown, which is shockingly heavy, like I will warn you in advance. In Secrets and Songs, there were cassette tapes from space brought down via parachute. And on this we have like Anders' beautiful invader logo that I painted onto the parachute, and the cassette painted by our friend Art and Jest. I've put a custom made dress that I wore for the Passing Notes performance at a major festival here in Ottawa. So I hand painted this with fabric paint, and it was kind of in the style of the Passing Notes cover. So that was a big thing. We have the All the Things crown as well. The chameleon dress from the actual album cover, which I never thought that I'd part with some of these things, but if it means that everything's easier with this absolutely wild transition we're going through, then it makes sense. And if this is something that somebody would like and somebody would wear again, then that would make me so happy. They recently did an auction of the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz, and I know that so many people liked the slippers from Secrets and Songs, so I was like, you know what? Maybe the infamous Vapor space mug, which was one of Sean's favorite filming days of all time, when we just sat there trying to film the vapor coming from the mug over and over and over again, while Sean just kept screaming more hot water. So that's there. The rap from the Vapor music video as well. And just because we made a joke and somebody thought it was funny, the very last basement dino is also up for auction. And this dino has been here since 2020, and even through the entire demolition of the basement and the construction of the basement, it somehow survived the entire process, and it has never left the basement. So its very last day will be April 29th. It will be here, and it's the only dino out of the many dinos that has made it the entire 5 years here in the basement. It's never left. It already got a bid. What is happening? So it comes with a certificate of authenticity as well, all right? When we send that out, you will have the absolute last basement dino with the certificate of authenticity. I will show you some of the stills from some of these videos of where some of those items are actually coming from. So, examples of the things that are actually there for auction. This is the crown from All the Things. So that video, I know technology is so hard. That's why we have mods. Can we get some mod love in the chat? Can we get some mod love in the chat? This is the crown from All the Things that's available in the auction. And there might be some more things that pop up throughout the month. I wasn't sure if anybody would think this was cool. So I'm glad y'all are having fun. I am. I'm really glad. And so if you're having fun, then I might make some more things available from some of the earlier videos too, like shipwreck and stuff. The chameleon dress that's available was this dress, so I will warn you that there is paint all over it. all right? There is paint on it, but it's because there was paint on everything that day, okay? And I put a little backstory behind some of the items in the auction too, if you wanted to take a look at the links that are pinned at the top of the chat. There's a lot of these things that, because they've been previously worn and used in some pretty harsh environments, then I thought that you should know that it's not like it's a brand new thing. Even the mug from Vapor, it has a crack in it from filming. I think that we just put too much hot water in it because it was never enough hot water for Sean. So, so the mug might have cracked under the pressure. So it's not actually for drinking. It really is just like, that's a nice mug. We have the leather jacket from Falling Into Place. There's no rips or tears on that, so that's cool. That's one of the rare things that I own that I didn't wipe out in yet. So that jacket's up for sale. Maybe you're gonna get access to this sweater. I don't know. Maybe. That's another scene from the Invader video series. This crown from the actual Invader film is up there as well. You can get that one, which is fun. This is the actual parachute. So remember the cassette tapes from space. This is the one. This one here that we're able to get only a little bit blurry, but in motion. That one is up for auction as well. Give away that helmet. I know you loved those helmets, Sean. You loved it. This is the beautiful paint job by our friend Art Ingest. So that is one thing that's there in the auction. I love that piece because it's just a collab between the three of us. So good. Yeah. Just a reflective face mask. I'll just mail out the face mask. It's true. Yeah. The hand-painted dress is something I wore for this festival years ago. So you see how the paintings all around the bottom of this dress. And I really loved all the promotional stuff that we did for Passing Notes, and big love to our friend Marina, who did a lot of this paper work for the stage. And we had at the CD release like these really beautiful kind of ribbons hanging from the ceiling that people could write notes, which was adorable. Yeah, I loved it. Mail it right to Sean. Okay, perfect. So that dress is up for grabs. We have the infamous Vapor mug and also the Vapor cape from the Vapor music video. It's very cozy. I wish that I was wearing this in the woods when we recorded Invader. That would have been way warmer. I know it doesn't look like from this shot that it was warmer. It was much warmer than my sequin jumpsuit. Yeah. So I think that those are all the photos that I had from all these videos that we had put together as a community. So it just felt kind of important that you all have access to the things that made those possible. How are there 2 people who have already bid on the last dino? Oh, someone wants the Vapor space mug, someone wants the All the Things crown, and someone wants the Passing Notes dress. Oh, that's lovely. Friends, thank you. It means a lot that you're excited about this. Somebody already tried to get the Chaos Capybara. Oh my gosh. And a bunch of you are bidding on the fluid acrylics too. Oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Oh. So, that's my news. I know it's a lot. I say it like, well, that's all. That's that quick, 30 long minute announcement. Just a little bit of information.